I send a lot of emails within my Bubble applications, 15, 20, 25 transactional emails, and I use one workflow to process them all. Let me show you how. So in my backend workflows, I have an API workflow called send email. And now one of the beautiful things about this workflow is it includes a lot of optional parameters, which allows me to include data if the data is available, but not include it if I don't have it, which makes this workflow really flexible. But beyond that, I have my main data that I need to include in a dynamic fashion. So that's going to be the body, the subject line, the recipients, and also if it's an email or not. Because in my system, I'm tracking if it's an email as in yes or an email as a no, because then that is a text. And finally, does this email have a button or not? Because I have two different templates within my SendGrid platform. I have a template with a button and a template with no button. So if YN button is yes, that means it's my button template, and I need to include my button URL and my button text so I can dynamically craft my buttons within Bubble for my SendGrid emails that are being sent out. So this then allows me to have one email that has two different templates, a button template and a no button template, and to dynamically send all the information that I am sending to that email every time through the body, which I'm using arbitrary text for, the subject lines, the recipients, all that kind of stuff. And then in my first action, I have my template ID, and I'm using my YN button field to say, if this is yes, then use the template with the button. And if it is no, then use the template with no button. And then, because I'm bringing everything through this one workflow, I also create an internal communication log within my application because I send emails and I send text messages. So that's SendGrid and Twilio. And for my non-technical founders, I want to make sure in their admin dashboard, they have one clean feed of all the messages that are being sent through their application right there in the communication log, rather than hunting down my logs in SendGrid and in Twilio. So by having this one centralized workflow, I can reuse it a million different ways within my application. It saves me time, it saves me money, and it makes it really easy to send tons of transactional emails. So hopefully it can help make it easier for you as well. And if you enjoyed this tip, please follow me for more.